Happy Wednesday. What's up, DM Nation? It's your boy, Mark Evans. DM coming to you live from the garage in Parkland, Florida. Thinking about you guys. Got a big topic today. Actually, it's a huge topic. Fiscal therapy. Do you have the abundant or limited mindset? What's up, brats? What's up, guys and gals? Thank you very much for being here. We got a lot of people that's going to hop on here in a second. As you guys are coming on, give me a quick shout out. Good morning, Jim. Hope all's well, buddy. As you guys are coming on, I want to talk to you about fiscal therapy. What's up, Paul? What's up, Dylan? Let's go, my man. Yes, sir. So I got a bunch of notes here today. Again, I'm old school. I write my stuff down. Got to have the. You always, by the way, you always got to have a yellow or pink or blue highlighter to highlight the real stuff. To highlight, like if all shit breaks loose and I only say these three things, they got to be highlighted. Those are the three things I'm going to say. Hey, good morning, Dave. What's up, buddy? So I'm going to be talking to you guys today. As you guys know, inside of the book I wrote, The Magician versus Mule, I talk about thought on the thought, or what I like to call thought auditing. And why thought auditing is so important is because I always ask, where do your thoughts come from? Why do you think the way you do about religion? Why do you think the way you do about sex? Why do you think the way you do about politics? Why do you think the way you do about money? What is it about these things? Why do you think the way you do when you get mad? Why do you think the way you do when you get excited? What drives you? What holds you back? What pushes you forward? What pushes you sideways? What things do you get up ready to go? What's up, Jen? And get going. So as I'm sitting here today, I was talking with my buddy, and we were talking about like a big topic, something that people are struggling with daily. I've coached thousands of people over the years, and I have a small group, private thing called the DM family. And something we talk about, and it's something I've never really paid attention to until recently, but we talk about money. I talk about money every single day. Money, 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 money. This is something we've not been trained to talk about because it's taboo. It's weird. I want to know how much you make. I want to know how much you want to make. I want to know how much things cost. How much did this mug cost? Why did it cost that much? What would you do different? Could it cost more? Could it cost less? What's the profit margins? Blah, blah. I'm talking money all day long. See, for some reason, we've been taught that money is some spiritual magician, like magical thing that like only certain people get it. Why? Who taught the people that taught you about money? Because you understand only about 200 years or so ago, it wasn't about money. It was about surviving. I got to go kill and survive. Hope I don't get eaten. Now, it's about money. We need more money. We're living all longer. Hopefully, knock on wood, healthier. We're growing. We're pushing. But I talk to people daily about this. And the truth is, if you're not accomplishing your goals financially, it's because you have a terrible relationship with money, I would assume. I've seen this happen pretty much everywhere. I almost went bankrupt twice because of it, because I had a terrible relationship with money. What's up, Dan? What's up, Paul? What's up, Chris? Terrible relationship with money. My thought was when I get money, I have to get rid of it. I didn't know how to handle it. I had to get rid of it. I would like to ask you a question, and this is a participation thing, so I want to ask you a question. You do realize that you do not need to work for money, right? You can make money without working. Probably everyone on this listening is doing this in one way, shape, or form, if you know it or not. Do you realize you make money and you can make a lot of money without working? What's up, Steven? Things called interest. You're not working for that. Your money is in an environment that produces revenue. You might only have $10 in there. It's only producing a penny a year, but it's producing money without you working. You realize that, right? You realize that people have a lot of money that produces a lot of money in royalties, residuals, interest-bearing accounts, passive environments, etc., generating millions of dollars a year without working. You do know that, right? See, for some reason, we've been lied to. Well, there's no reason. I know the reason. It's not good to teach people that they don't have to work to make money. And I'm not saying be lazy. I'm not saying not have a purpose in life. I'm not saying not to do the work. You have to work up, but this is a muscle. And my goal here today is to share with you how to expand this muscle, make it bigger, so you can start enjoying the fruit of your labors to the next level. I've seen so many of you working so hard with such little results financially. You're caught in the cog. You can't get out. The truth is, it's only becoming a bigger burden because the older we get, the more problems could exist, i.e., our health. Maybe we're taking care of our parents in the future. Maybe we're taking care of a sick child. Maybe our grandparents. Maybe your church. Maybe your charities, whatever. We want to give back. We want to do more. Everyone I'm rolling with, our purpose in life is to give hundreds of millions of dollars away in our lifetime. You have to have money to do that. You have to earn money to do that. You can't there's no way someone's paying me $1 million an hour to work. But there's a lot of businesses, a lot of things I can get involved in that can produce massive amounts of revenue without me working. And you create a compound effect on this every day. And before you know it, that $20 a day that you're not working for becomes $200, then $2,000, etc. So I want to share with you a couple of things here about this. Because we all talk, it's interesting to me, entrepreneurs are following me, they're like, oh dude, I'm so abundant. Are you? Are you? Because as my buddy Jeremy says, the world is bigger than your neighborhood. Your neighborhood is only one speck of drop of water in the ocean with the world of money. You know that, right? What's up, Chris? We need you to get your mindset right about cash. Why are we so emotionally attached to money? You understand money has zero emotion, right? So why is it's so emotional? When you lose money, you get stressed, you get sad, you get scared, get overwhelmed, get frustrated. People will kill you for $20. Why is money so emotional? Where does that emotion come from? This is the thought auditing. This is the thought for you. When you make a lot of money, what do you do? And a lot is relative, by the way. What do you do? See, there's different classes of earning money. Like I work to make money. I have a mastermind group. I have to work hard to make that money. That's a 7-figure business. I have to work really easy in another one of my businesses, and that thing does over $10 million a year. And I don't work that hard in that at all. I work an hour and a half a week, if that. And it's not even hard work. It's easy work. I also have a lot of passive environments going on. I'm engaged in multiple companies. I participate in them, either financially or intellectually with my knowledge, my specialized knowledge, and or both. See, to me, money is simply a tool, no more, no less. There's no emotion to it. That's why I always tell you, I want you to make more money. If you make more money, you invest more money. You invest more money, it might be an investment with me. I might invest with you. You know how to make money? I don't want to make it. I'll hand you my money and go make me more money. We all can make more money. The abundance factor is real. And by the way, I'm not acting like I'm a professional money advisor, like a fiscal guy here, like understands fiscal, emotional thoughts and all this stuff at the highest level. But I have spent a lot of time in this, and I've generated many millions of dollars doing this. I almost went bankrupt twice because I had that bad relationship with money. I started journaling about it because I didn't like that feeling. I started asking me why, when I got money, why would I go spend it? When I got money, why would I have to go buy that new pair of jeans? Literally, every closing back in the day, I'd go straight to the mall and spend half of it on clothes. I was feeling a void, an emotional void. See, I never had cool clothes as a kid. I had Voits and Rustler jeans and t-shirts and maybe an IOU sweatshirt that I wore every other day. I couldn't wear it every day because I'd get picked on, right? My parents worked so hard. I never thought I was going without. I just knew I didn't have as much. Big difference. Money as a child, when I was 18, 19, 20, making money, it's nowhere near what I make today. And I was working way different. But I was getting rid of it just as fast as it was coming in. Have you ever met those people that make like real money and they're always broke? Have you ever met those people that when they don't have a good sense of money, that they're always broke, but yet they'll give you the best financial advice? See, advice and implementation are two different things. You know more about money than every financial advisor I've ever met. Thanks, Tim. I don't know about that, but I try. I'm learning. Here's why I think I got my money I got my money in the game. I'll be 42 on Friday. June 21st, I'll be 24 years in the game of business life. If I don't kill it, I don't eat. I've never had a real job in my adult life, a W-2, if you will. But money, think about it. Like your abundance. I'm going to give you a trick. So, do you like to give? Does that feeling like when you give, like when you go to church and you put money in the thing, or maybe you're tithing behind the scenes at 10% of your paycheck no matter what, or when you're at an event and something very emotional taps you on the shoulder and you give that $50 or $100, or when you're on Facebook perusing around and you see someone donating money to their charity and they're like, my goal with my 5,000 friends, by the way, is to raise $200. And then you see it's like $27 and it's been going for 7 days. See, we live in a world of abundant talk, massively abundant talk. Dude, the world is so big. We're so amazing. We'll do anything. We're the best. We're the biggest. We're the greatest. With scarcity actions. Abundant talk with scarcity actions. This is why people are scared. This is why people are frustrated. It's because your thoughts are not aligned with your actions. Your abundant talk thought has to be aligned with your actions. I love giving. I think it truly is one of my favorite things to do. The truth is, I need nothing. I have everything I want. I have great health. My wife is healthy. My kids are healthy. My family's healthy. Financially, physically. The emotional part we're still working on because that's a journey in itself. But it's something we're constantly working on. I don't need anything. I have shelter, multiple shelters.
Oh, he just dropped off. Just give him one moment. There we go.
I have multiple. Yep. I have multiple shelters. I have multiple cars. I could pretty much do anything I want. But I chose to be here. I chose to be working. I chose to be thinking about how to get bigger. The truth is, where I'm going, I'm just getting started. I'm not anywhere big. I have been giving my local church $40 a week since the beginning of the year and continued through the pandemic. That's awesome, Tyrone. But I want to challenge all of you guys. Here's a way to grow this muscle. Ready? And it won't hurt you. Well, it will stretch you. It won't hurt you. It'll help a lot of people. I want you to join the Comma Club. The Comma Club. I was watching this cool video by this guy named Jason, I think his name is. And he was talking about how can someone expand their financial literacy, their intimate relationship with money. See, everyone's talking about, dude, I joined the 2 comma club. That means they made 10 million or more, right? That's awesome. But I want you to join the comma club in giving. Tyrone, for example, you're giving $40 a week to church. I want you to give $4,000. I want you to give $1,000 minimum. All of you guys, go to your local charity. Go to your church. Go to somewhere that you know there's an impact that when you cut that check or send that wire, first of all, it's going to scare you, for sure. It's going to stretch you. That's the plan. If you're not scared, maybe you need to join the multiple comma club. When you cut that check, I remember I used to give the $20, the $30, the $100, whatever, and get a little crazy and give $200. I want you to join the comma club. I want you to go and donate $5,000, $2,000, $10,000. First time I did this, I gave $11,000 in change. That was my first real big give. To say I was scared is an understatement. To say I was overwhelmed, an understatement. To say I thought I was going to lose everything, an understatement. To say I thought I was being naive, an understatement. My thoughts were not controlling me though, because I showed up to the guy's house. I handed him a check. I hope I can find the picture. I do have a picture of it. I handed him a check for over $11,000. I literally was about to puke because in my brain, keep in mind I'm an abundant thinker, but in my brain I'm giving this guy $11,000. And my go-to thing is I could buy marketing, I could get a deal, I could do this, I could get a car. Do you understand my car? My first car was $1,000. Do you know that? Like all these emotional things are rolling through my head. The key is it didn't control me. I was auditing it. I was paying attention to it. I'm getting goosebumps even talking about it. I was paying attention to it because I knew it was holding me back. Once I unlocked the comma club of giving, I haven't looked back. You cannot outgive the world. And if you're so abundant and you give $20, how is that abundance in money? How is this abundance? It's scarcity. I know, I did it for years. And I'm not saying if you have $1,000 to make, go give $1,000. I'm not saying that, but go give something. Go give more than you've ever given before in your life and start ratcheting that up. Start ratcheting it up. Instead of buying that new purse or those new shoes or that shitty toy that you don't need, go give. Because when you unlock the opportunity of abundance, things really do change. And I'm not talking, I'm actually talking walk it. Pretty cool thing happened yesterday. My boy Ben Mearson, he with Ben Humble, he did a big charity donation yesterday with his book sales. They'll hit over $25,000 to the Caring House Project Foundation. Why is that pretty cool? Well, about a year ago, almost to date, at my birthday bash last year in Columbus, Ohio, we raised and gave away over $151,000. Now, I want to be very crystal clear. My goal when I was 18 years old was to make $100,000 a year. We raised $151,000 in under 45 minutes with the help of great entrepreneurs in a room during my birthday bash. I understand the power of giving at such the next level in my brain. I turned my birthday party into a giving fest, an abundance fest. I can unlock you. I can scare you. I can shame you, if you will, into giving more because you should. You can't outgive the world. And yet while you sit at home in your comforts, while you sit at home and do all these things and you think it's so tough, and you only have $18,000 in the bank, but yet you're going to get more because you're saving every penny here and there. The power of intention aligned with action in the right room changes people's lives. People's lives you won't even know you've touched. So when you open up this fiscal therapy thought process, rest assured the way to start developing this muscle is through giving. That's the give. This is why most of you don't invest in yourself, because you think you're giving away your money. Instead, your fiscal therapy mind needs to be thinking, this is an investment. Let me ask you a question. If you could buy a stock for $1 today, and it could be worth $1 million. No, let's just say, buy a stock for $1 today, and it could be worth $100 in 5 years. Would you do that? $1, and it's worth $100. It's going to take work. It's going to take paying attention to it. Would you do it? The answer would be absolutely yes. Well, that's what specialized knowledge is when you invest in yourself. Your returns are hundreds and hundreds of percent. And it's not just in 5 years. It happens quicker. It goes bigger. And more importantly, it keeps compounding and growing and developing. And then your inspiration, you start sharing your message. Your following starts hearing what you're saying, your tribe, your group, the people that truly you've pushed and led on. You're leading in the front. You're not talking about the shit behind the scenes. You're doing it in the front. But I was excited to see Ben share what he's doing and how he's giving. So me, that day, swear on my life, if I would not have taken this thought auditing and my fiscal therapy mindset, as Jason calls it, I would not have been able to share at my birthday bashes and do all this cool stuff and then get Ben on board and all this. He's taken it and he's running with it, just like I did when I learned about it. Just like people that follow Ben will do that learn about it. And then we raise millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars collectively because money is just a tool. Don't get it twisted. I want to make more money. I'm going to make more money. But I don't have to work for it all the time. I can have multiple channels. I have many, many channels of revenue coming in every day. And sometimes a lot of them are going out too. But it's not controlling my emotional state of mind. It's not like you guys, you have a bad day, you shut down for a month. Dude, you have a bad deal, it's part of the process. It's not the end all be all, it's a learning. You're either learning or earning. Mark, you pushed me to impact people, and that's awesome. So humbled by real. Thank you, buddy. Business owners who gave and served. Love it, man. What's up, Andrew? So a couple more thoughts here. Like I said, the truth is it's not your fault until you watch this video. Everything moving forward or listening to this audio, everything moving forward, it becomes your fault. Because now you know there's something different. We've all been brainwashed about money as it's this fragile, delicate little thing. Think about it. Dude, I grew up, and my dad, my parents are hardworking, great people. And as soon as that door opened up, my dad's like, what the fuck? Were you born in a barn? Shut the door now. Dude, I barely got my foot out the door. But their mindset is micro, like, how much does that cost? Like a nana penny, half a quarter of a penny. Or if we leave a light on. And I'm not saying be wasteful. I'm just saying this is what we see. What we focus on grows. I'm focused on giving. I'm focused on spreading the message to develop more, to give more. You get more, you'll have more to give. I can teach you how to give better, you'll give more, even more. It just all grows. But it's not your fault until you listen to this. Now it becomes your fault moving forward. That's the beautiful thing about masterminds. That's the beautiful thing about knowledging up. What you don't know, you just don't know. But once you do, now it's in your hands. And it is a big responsibility moving forward. Every decision you make now, I want you to thought audit. I want you to fiscal therapy audit your shit of what's stopping you from doing things you say you're going to do. What's stopping you from going bigger? What's stopping you from raising your marketing budget? What's stopping you from hiring your individual person? Let me share a story here with you real quick. I was helping a client, a buddy of mine. He's now a great friend, still in the DM family. And I remember meeting him. First time he's ever cracked over 100 G's a year. He's sitting in the room. And he's like, I want to make more money. I saw his path clear as day because I was him before. And as he's sitting there talking, I knew his motives. His motives is to retire his wife. He wants to be a great giver. More importantly, wants to be a great husband to retire his wife. Now, isn't that something we all want to do? Retire our spouses, let them enjoy the fruits of our labors by being by our side. And I don't care if it's your husband or wife, whatever, that's what our goal is. And I remember I told him, I made him offer to the DM family back then, it was $30,000. And he's like, dude, I could help retire my wife with that $30,000. I said, okay, cool, when? How long does it take? What does it look like? Why hasn't it happened? Different questions. See, if you could do it, why haven't we done it? The truth is, I said, and this is the God's honest truth, I said, we'll actually retire her quicker when you join the DM family. Why? Because we'll show you and we'll guide you on how to make more money. You'll get in a room where people are making so much more money, they'll stretch you. I believe his wife was retired very quickly after that. And he 4 times his money in the first year. I believe that he would have done this one way, shape, or form. The question is, how long would have it taken him? When he unlocked what I'm talking about here about money, his thought, behavior about cash, about, hey, if I give to you, I have to take away from here. Have you ever thought if you give to someone, you actually might get more for yourself? That's the beautiful thing about tithing, right? That's why people do it. They say it's a 10x, right? 10x. I don't know where it needs to come. The problem is it's non-quantifiable. If you pay me 35 grand today, in your brain, you don't know how it quantifies because you don't see the path. Therefore, you don't invest in it and you don't trust. You're saying you really don't trust yourself and you don't believe you're worth 35 grand. That's what you're really saying. Just like tithing. You're such a big, abundant person. Why are you tithing 20 bucks? Why are people on Facebook that have a Facebook campaign going on for their birthday 6 days later raise $27 and all they're trying to do is raise $200? It's embarrassing. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, try to raise money. If you want to see where people's real fiscal mindset is about money, their real mindset about money, ask them to donate money to you, to a charity, to a cause, to something way bigger than we are. To a child that's sitting eating mud pies with lemon. To a family that's sitting under a bridge in America. By the way, if you're under a bridge in America or any part of the country or in Canada, wherever, you have it made. You have opportunities galore compared to Haiti. You have to step your game up. You have to know 100% that you're worth way more than you're giving yourself credit for. I don't care what the person next to you said. I don't care what your mom and dad's told you or your friends told you or talked shit about you or whatever. We're beyond that. We're past that. Money is a tool. There's no spiritual power to money. That's all made up inside of money. We've created this spiritual thing. Dude, do you understand how much money is out there? I know I talked about this before, but Bezos is going to be worth $1 trillion. Let me ask you a question. Jeff Bezos. I don't know how much he's worth now, hundreds of billions of dollars. I don't even think you know how much I didn't think you know how much $1 billion is, let alone 100 billion plus. Are you making more money or less money? He's making more. I'm making more. Everyone I know is making more. So if he succeeds bigger, does that take from me or give to me? What's your thoughts about money? Why are you going cheap in life? Why are you going cheap in health? Why are you going cheap with your things that can make you better? Your knowledge, your specialized knowledge, these masterminds. If you're not afraid to invest in a mastermind, you have a fiscal problem. 100% you have a money problem. It's scary because we've never been taught it. It's hard. But guess what? My workout yesterday was hard as fuck, and I loved it. It's okay to be hard because the results speak for themselves. What are you afraid of? If you give the so-and-so other mastermind group or that, you know what's interesting to me? Most people in a mastermind group are in 3 mastermind groups collectively per year. Not one. Oh my God, I would never pay 35 grand for a mastermind. Not 2. Oh my God, 2? Who in the world would ever do that? But 3. They've realized when they invest in themselves, they make more. Go figure. See, the reason most people don't do it is because you think it's like college. You think you're going to invest 200 grand to go get a $40,000 a year job that you hate. Do you understand yesterday? I made high 5 figures doing 0 work. Zilch. There's days I've done it where I've made high 6 figures and didn't work. Today, I hope that's that day. See, the thing is, I don't know how much I'm going to make today. I don't know how much I'm going to make tomorrow. I don't know how much I'll keep today. I don't know how much I'll keep this month. But I do know, see, I don't need to be insured like, oh, I got this 10 grand a day no matter what. Dude, it's called fluctuation. It's called life. It's called life. It does buy me happiness. Money buys me happiness. Audit everywhere. Money doesn't buy happiness. It does. It buys me happiness. I'm the happiest guy in the world when I can pay my bills. I'm the happiest guy in the world when I can give to charities at a highest level, more money than I've ever given in my life. It makes me happy. That's a lie. Money is happiness. I don't love money. I love what money can do, though. I want more of it. I will get more of it. I want you to get more of it. I want us to give more of it. Money makes you happy. I'm not saying it's the end-all, be-all. So the problem is with that statement, a lot of times people think that's all they hear because that's how they've been trained. It wasn't your fault until now. Money makes you happy. If you don't believe me, you've not had money. I've been sitting in an efficiency apartment with a candle, reading a book with no hot water, no electric, with no money. I was still happy, but I wasn't excited. I had to get punched in the face, because that's how I dealt with money. I was scared. I made a lot, lost it. Made a lot, lost. I didn't know how to handle it. See, the truth is, I believe money's not going to flow to you until you can steward the money. Until you can become a great steward for people like us. See, I'm not an athlete. Money gets given to them in droves of money. And they don't have to be good stewards of money. They're just great athletes that got paid big money. Why? Because they have a money managers getting them that big deal. They'd fuck it all up if they did it themselves. They'd get taken advantage of. They'd ink bad deals because $1 million is a lot of money when you're coming from some of these environments. A lot. Instead, they're inking $35, $40, $50 million deals because someone's driving that on the front end. Do you understand? Money doesn't make you smart or dumb. It just is what it is. Again, you're trying to quantify why money does what it does. Money has no emotion. It doesn't care if you're black, white, skinny, fat, ugly, whatever. It doesn't care. Where are you putting the money in? Where are you putting it? What environments are you putting your money in? Oh, dude, I put it under my pillowcase. I put it under my bed. Cool. Is that where 100% is, or only 1% because your mom and dad has told you that? Your grandma and grandpa do that. Your great uncles, grandpa's done that. Dude, $1 million under my bed produces 0. It's cool to touch and look and show your friends once in a while, but it ain't doing dick under the bed. Put it in an environment that can grow, can earn you money without you working. I can go make 100 grand a year off of $1 million. Very easy. Very easy without working. Very easy. How's your money working for you? See, the thing is, why do we think we have to work for money? Why? That's what drew me to real estate. I remember it's like, dude, real estate, I don't have to work. Actually, I always thought tenants go to work to pay me. Yes, I had to work because I had to find the property, to buy the property, create a financing, whatever, in the beginning, because I had no money. I had no credit. I was 18 years old, snotty-nosed brat. Kid. And I remember I was like, dude, I told my buddy, I was like, man, I'm going to make $200 on this deal a month. What, $200 is nothing, man. That's nothing. See, he only saw 200. I saw the big picture. What if I had 100 of them? What if I had 1,000 of them? Now, all of a sudden, it becomes a big fucking deal, right? See, the thing is, you got to be careful what you share with people because they're only listening to half-loaded data. They can't see what you see. Dude, and you can't blame them for it. I'm in it, and I can barely see it. So why do we expect them to see it? Money is a tool. I remember the first time I booked a private plane. It's always been one of my goals, right? I remember the first time I got flow first class, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to lose everything. I'm spending $700 on this flight instead of $250. No one told me I could fly first class, by the way, except my mentor. Matt told me, he's like, dude, if you don't fly first class, you don't step foot in my room, period. Do you think that adjusts your mindset about money a little bit? I respect him. He's not trying to hurt me. He's trying to push me, and he wants to grow. I would not be here today if I didn't fly first class. It sounds materialistic. It sounds silly. I'm telling you what motivates me, what drives me. It may motivate or not drive you. I don't know. But I can tell you, it taught me about money. I made more money. I felt the void. I filled the void up with more cash. Kept pushing that thermostat up, right? Not only that, as I'm sitting here, I remember the jet. I'm getting ready to get this jet. It was like $26,000 for a jet, round trip. And this is just me and my wife. Keep in mind, we could fly first class round trip maybe for me and my wife for, what, $2,000 maybe, if not more. And now I'm getting ready to wire $26,000 in change to this company. I was scared. I was overwhelmed. I felt like naive. I felt like but I could help so many people. I could do so much more. I started creating all this emotional baggage as if I pay $26,000 this jet, I can't do anything else. My life is over. It's done. Everything I've worked hard for is out the window. You know what's interesting? I pushed forward. I inked the deal. I wired the money. I got on the jet 48 hours later. And when I was flying for 2.5 hours, I was so intent about accomplishing something so big that it would pay for that jet multiple times over. And while I was on the jet, I was stretching myself. I was messaging people I haven't talked to for hey Chris, what's up, man? It's been a minute. What are you up to? Hey Steve, hey Tim, hey Jeremy, hey blah 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 blah. And before you knew it, I'm landing in Cleveland, Ohio, and I inked a couple deals that paid for the jet multiple times over. I set things up in motion. I got uncomfortable. I could have done that without the jet, right? They said. So why didn't I? Because my money image was different. I reshifted it. I enjoy flying private. It costs a lot of money to fly private. I'm going to buy a jet. When I turn 50, I will have a jet. That's been the goal. It's not 47, 48, it's 50 years old. Until then, I just rent because I don't really travel that much like that anymore. But if I do, I'll buy it sooner. It'll be scary. I'll probably shit my pants, scared to death, puking, dry heaving. It's scary. It's meant to be. Who said it wasn't going to be scary? But I'll become more efficient, more effective, more financially free. Just do so much more. Because you might be like, oh, Mark, it's all about you. Well, what about the kids that can't fly, that have cancer, that can't fly commercial? Use my private jet. What about stuff we're trying to get in and out and they don't have access because they have a short runway? Use my jet. See, you see it as a take. I see it as a give. When you start repurposing and reshifting the focus, a lot of different things change. A lot of different things will change. Just got a text. We made $400 each yesterday on something. My boy, that's awesome. We got a lot of things here. So, Chris, I look forward. Thank you, Nick. Your parents are absolute sweethearts. They're amazing people. Thank you. Hey, I look forward to your videos every morning, man. It's great to listen to like-minded people with the growth mindset. Thank you. Andrew, you're so right. I committed years ago to 6 figures a year, changed my life as scary as hell. That commitment at the point I never earned 7 figures. Then by the grace of God, very next year I broke 7 figures. Absolutely, man. That's the way it works, buddy. That's amazing. Can't outgive God, that's for sure. Hey, when do you want to make money with taking over my email? Exactly, Tiffany. It was cool. Tiffany, we were in South Carolina. She sent out an email and generated $8,000 in like minutes. Yes, you can do that. Ben, 100% right. The stream is so powerful. We need to share it. I agree. Money does it. Buy happiness. The more money you make, the more people you can help. Absolutely. Hey, Alice. What's up, buddy? Good stuff, Mark. You're totally right. Thank you, man. I agree with you 100%. Yes, cash is trash unless it's invested. Multiply it. Invest in yourself. If you have money under the bed, go invest in yourself. Go hire a great coach. Go hire a great mentor. Go join a mastermind, guys, if you need to. You want to kill a big dream? Tell it to a small-minded person. Absolutely. Tyrone wants to fly first class. Do it now. By the way, it's never going to be cheaper than today. With everything, it's all these flights that's been changed around. First class, I don't even know how much first class costs, but right now, but it's got to be like cheap as hell. Fly somewhere first class like it's easy. Break the cycle, pop your cherry, if you will, and get in first class ASAP, my man. If you travel a group, always charter a plane. I love charting planes. It's less stressful, absolutely. The jet you gave you a different view. It gave you that aha moment. Made your, kick in turbo mode. Bro, we're buying a jet in the next 18 months. Brod's he wants to buy a jet. He travels more than me, so we have to look at the fractional jet ownership. So he's going to buy 99% in. I'm in for 1%. Sign me up, Brod's. I'm in. But no, in all seriousness, guys, the more I learn about my relationship with money, the more money I got and get, the less stressful it becomes. Don't get me wrong. I'm stressed about money all the time because I want more of it. I want to preserve it. I want to protect it. I want to grow it. I want to expand it. I want to steward it. I want to set myself up for the future. See, the truth is, the more money you make, this is very true. Yesterday, I was randomly on Facebook and I saw this guy's like, how much you want to make a year? And some guy's like, man, I want to make 15 grand a year, but I've made 20 grand a year, a little bit here and there, per month. Make 20 grand a month, but like pretty much taxes take half of that. So I just want to make 15 grand instead of 20. Like his shitty beliefs about money is holding him back from massive growth. And by the way, hundreds of people replied to him. The average was like $7,500 a month. To make $7,500 a month is so like, it sounds dicky, but it's like I could do it in my pinky sleeping. Like it's that easy. When you have the right avenues and you have the knowledge and you have you do the work to generate $7,500 a month is like, let's just say I would be in massive trouble. I'd be in massive trouble if I generate $7,500 a day, let alone $7,500 a month, where I'm at today. So, and Bezos would say the same. If he generates $7,500 a nanosecond, he's fucked, right? So it's all relative. But all I'm saying is, like, I see these people with their mindset about money. If I make more, the government gets more. Okay, they're already getting it anyways. Go make ultra more. Learn about tax write-offs on real estate. Get with Brats, invest, get depreciation because now you're in the real estate business. Now you can write it off. Now you actually probably pay less in taxes. Now not only do you make more, you get to keep more. Why? Because you're fucking knowledging up. That's why. You're learning the game. See, the more you get in the game, the more you want to learn. The more you want to earn. The more you want to give. Money is simply a tool, no more, no less. And if you mistake that, my friend, you will constantly be in fear. You'll never have enough, ever have enough. You'll always be looking at the bottom pennies. You're talking about, I can't go to Starbucks this month because I'm going to save $37 a quarter. You're abundant, but your actions are very, very non-abundant. You're so scared to give that you can't get. I've been there. I get it. You start giving to yourself. You start giving to others. I want you to join the Common Club. I challenge you to join the Common Club over the next 30 days. Give $1,000 or more over the next 30 days. I remember when I did it. It was scary. I felt naive. I felt like I was taking away from everything I've worked hard for. But I get more. I give more. I learn more. I earn more. You start unlocking these doors and unshackling these chains that's been given to you from your parents, your grandparents, your friends, your cousins, your uncles, people that you care about greatly, that has instilled bullshit beliefs about money, their beliefs, not yours now, beliefs about money and what's holding you back. I remember when I pulled up in a gas station, I had a different Rolls, I had the Phantom. I pulled up in the Phantom at a gas station. The lady comes up to me, hands me a card. She's like, do you have any kids, how many families you could feed with that car? I said, absolutely. I fed a lot of them. I fed the workers at the Rolls-Royce dealership. I fed the people that built the engines. The custom takes 6 months to build a Rolls Phantom. I fed a lot of families, right? She's like, no, the homeless, the blah, 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 blah. I was like, what the fuck are you driving? She's driving a brand new Honda Elantra. Well, if that's the case, why aren't you walking? Why aren't you riding a bike? You could give, you know how many families you could feed with that Honda Elantra? And not only that, if we're fucking keeping score right now, how much did you give compared to what you make? I want to see your numbers. See, for some reason that comes off a little dicky. See, what I've realized, I was a little bit younger, a little bit more up. I still get amped up about it because, dude, people will judge you no matter what. So why not be you? Why not do you? Why not be, I can buy whatever fucking car I want. I don't care what you say. I can give as much money away as I want. I don't care what you say. I can buy the biggest houses in the world. I don't care what you say. Because what you see with your limited beliefs about money is what's holding you back. The guy in that big house, from my experience, is the guy giving big profit, big money behind the scenes away. The guy that drives the big car is not necessarily the guy that is ripping people off. See, it's just like this cop situation going on. One bad cop fucks it up for them all. I'm sure there's more than one bad cop, but the overall global 98.9% are pretty amazing people that are protecting your ass. And you call when you need help, and they show up. But that bad apples, they kind of ruin the pot for us. And that's what's happened with us with money. Because I remember as a kid, very clearly, someone rolls past in a Corvette. Oh, who'd they screw to get that? I remember the big boss at my mom's work wouldn't give him a raise because he wanted a bigger raise. So now if you're rich and you have a big position, now you're a dick. No, dude, he was just a dick. Money only heightens who you are. Zero emotion. See, we bring emotions into it. We make it personal. It's not personal. It just is what it is. It's money. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Terry? What's up, guys? I used to feel guilty, right? Andrew's like, it's happened to me. I feel guilty. Yeah, dude. I remember I went home. I was pretty upset. And then, the true story is that right across the street, the Starbucks was there. And I was in the Rolls. I always parked in the same spot. I'd go in Starbucks, have my headset on. I very rarely was listening to anything because I want to hear people chatter. Who's driving that Rolls? Who's that? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like me in flip-flops and T-shirt or whatever. And then one day a lady drove through, Karen. She drove through the drive-through. She's like, who owns that Rolls Royce? I want to talk to him now. And I'm like, cool, let's have a conversation. And she's like, I'm writing a book. Does Jesus want you to be rich? And my simple answer was, does he want you to be poor? It's real simple. So be careful. And the good news is I was in 2 or 3 of her books because of that car. And it was in a whole chapter. It was me talking to her about, I believe that we have a fiduciary duty to the world to give more. My job is to go earn more by giving value to people that want value and going out and giving it away. That's what I've been put on this planet Earth for. And I'm going to do my part. And I'm going to get punched in the face. I'm going to punch people back. I'm not going to sit around and watch it happen. I'm going to make it happen. And you're either on board or not. I'm cool either way. It does not matter to me because there's more than one person out there. There's more than $1 trillion out there. There's so much to go get. There's so much to offer the world. And you're holding yourself back by not stepping outside of your comfort zone with money. Get comfortable with it. Learn about money. See, we all talk about getting in better relationships with yourself and your spouses and all this shit. Well, have you ever got in a better relationship with your money? Have you ever looked at money and said, yo, how do you serve me? How do I serve you, man? What's up? How do we grow? How do we earn? How do we do more together? How do we help each other? How do we help other people? See, I believe we're all been blessed to even be on this audio, this video right now. Like if we have knowledge and wherewithal that we know that we can go get more and go give more, it's our duty to, man. How could you go to bed at night knowing you didn't give it your all, knowing that you can give more? It just doesn't make sense. There's more in the tank. There's more in the tank. So we have to realize you got to get in a better relationship with money. You don't need to work for money. People are not working every day making a lot of money. I can promise you that. But they keep going. They keep pushing. Do you think Michael Jordan still gets paid? Do you think he's working at Nike, making shoes? People act and talk big, yet reality don't actually give a shit. Dude, listen, start judging your friends by the way they give. I'm serious. If they're not big givers, they're not big doers. I'm being straight up with you. I've seen it happen. There's a direct correlation of massive givers to massive doers. I am one. My boy Matt is, my boy Tim is, my boy Greg. Like there's so many people that I roll with that are massive givers. You guys don't know privately behind the scenes how much we give. We had a family back a while ago, and inside the DM family, there's 30-something guys in there. And, you know, her sister, I believe, got in a car wreck, passed away, and she had to take in 4 children. This guy messaged me, said, hey, here's the situation. I verified the situation. She's taking in 4 children. Unfortunately, 3 of the kids are learning disabilities at a big level where they need like special needs attention 24/7. And I'm thinking, oh my God, and they already have a family and they barely get by already. So we went in and we raised over $15,000 in a nanosecond. We had their whole their whole basement place rebuilt out for them to facilitate the new addition to the family. And we would do anything to help these people. See, if you don't make money, if you don't have a good relationship with money, if you're not a big giver, you can't grow. You can't get. Big givers get. I promise you. It just works that way. So with that said, hope you have an amazing day. Thinking about you guys, fiscal responsibilities. We just had a great therapy session. I hope it helped you. It helps me just talking about it, actually. And I want to go get more. And I'm excited to go get more. Truth is, I'm going to go hang out with one of my sales guys. His dad's 94th birthday today. I'm going to go hang out with him, celebrate the day, and enjoy life. Thinking about you guys. Happy Wednesday. Peace.